Attaining mass amounts of wealth does not always improve your situation because, as the saying goes, more money, more problems. Let's talk about Diddy and why it has everything to do with your style of investing. Hey, what's going on? This is Maui Voti with Financially Present, and I want to take a moment and talk about what's going on with Diddy. And to be clear, I really didn't want to make this video because I felt like it would be distracting, but the more I thought about it, it has everything to do with how you invest and even how you would operate a business. You see, he's recently come under fire because of his lifestyle that he's lived over several decades. And there's been a lot of it that's come to light and some of it that's remained under wraps. And we're going to talk about that because more money does beget more problems. And it really depends on how you do business and how you live your lifestyle. Let's talk about it. He recently settled out of court with his ex-girlfriend, Cassie, and paid $30 million. She first brought him to court, and a day later, he settled out of court. And the issue with this is, one, now anyone with any claim against him, which there could be very many people, knows that they can get a payday. Whether it's enough or not is a separate concern. And in fact, odds are $30 million is not enough for the pain and suffering that people have probably had to deal with some of the allegations of what's been going on. But the second issue is that there are some people who have suffered and they need to come forward in order for what's dark to come to light. So you have people that are going to be willing to receive a payday, and then you have others that have to essentially fall on the sword so that this person can be exposed. If there's some type of negative behavior or some bad culture around this person, I think people need to know so that they know what to avoid and what they're dealing with. Now, you may ask yourself, what does this have to do with investing? Well, when it comes to money, people with a lot of money garner this invincibility, right? And you get people surrounding you thinking that certain behavior is okay. Basically, people tolerate rich people for specific reasons. And let me be clear. If I ever come to a point in life where I attain a certain amount of money and people are willfully ignorant of my behavior and allowing me to do negative or unnecessary things, I want you to stop me right there. I never want to attain that type of wealth where people are willing to overlook problematic behavior and accept me, right? That needs to be corrected and stopped at the head. Bringing it back to Diddy, I was recently at an event called InvestFest back in August, and this is hosted by Earn Your Leisure. And Earn Your Leisure has been doing great things with merging rap culture, investing, entrepreneurship, and business owning. And they've done this in a very refreshing way, and they've dubbed themselves as the biggest. And honestly, I think they are with what they're trying to do. They have found a unique space and they are thriving in that. But it does beg some questions because when you have an event like InvestFest, you have someone like Diddy as the headliner. And as I was there, it just felt like a big publicity stunt, in my opinion. We had 20,000 people there, people looking to grow or build or network. And Diddy gave them a $1 million check. And I just had this weird feeling about it. I'm like, he's already under some other allegations. He's giving them $1 million check. And then from there, he also had an album coming out and some performances lined up. So it really felt like a road show at the end of the day. But doing more research, apparently they never even got the $1 million check. But when Diddy gave them the check, he gave them the stipulation that half of it goes to EYL and half of it should benefit Capital Charter School, Capital Prep Charter School. And at this point, they've essentially washed their hands of Diddy. And Diddy's also had to step down from a position at Revolt. So it brings so many questions, but at the end of the day, where there's smoke, there is fire. And in fact, I think the fire has been around for a very long time, and someone's just been blowing the smoke away or fanning it away so that people could ignore it. See, celebrities, they make a lot of their money off of their brand, their likeness, their image, everything that they create, okay? And this also welcomes many unwanted offers by some celebrities, or they have to be convinced to do certain things. And this trickles back to celebrities investing in a certain way in order to influence followers or people who are maybe not as wealthy or knowingly apt about that specific thing. Let's take a look at the FTX situation. We had a completely fraudulent cryptocurrency, but it ended up being endorsed by actors, athletes, comedians, or actors, and that was a complete sham. And you have this Hollywood culture where actors and even producers who they prey on people in order for them to get a contract or be featured in movies. So we're seeing this unraveling over the last several years. And it begs the question that, is this money good money? And at the end of the day, not all money is good money. And you as an investor have to decide that when it comes to making your investment decisions. Are you doing it because of your own situation and yourself? Or are you doing it because it actually is being promoted by someone that you find to be favorable, or they're in your favorite show, or they represent your favorite team, or they sing a good song that's trendy? Like, what is the reasoning behind your investing? In the stock market, we have things like ESG stocks, or environmental, social governance type stocks, where they're supposedly more ethical in how they run their practices. And some of those follow a lot of the same things that major corporations do. But I really want to get to the crux of the matter. And it is, what is your non-negotiable as an investor? What are some things you are not willing to bend or break on when it comes to what you pick in your investment portfolio? Or if you're a business owner, what do you say, hey, no, I am not willing to do that? Because this has everything to do with your long-term growth, with your retirement, with your investment portfolio, with everything. I want you to think critically about your non-negotiables, and I'd love to know in the comments below. And till next time, stay present.